Hi, hello, welcome to the vlog. We're gonna start out a little bit different this week just because I had a few things that I wanted to upgrade the van with, so I didn't really know where to put them. So this is the start of this week's vlog. I got these adhesive strips off of Amazon, and you just put them in these little notches right here that I'm cleaning off, because when you need to change out your windshield wiper, or sometimes even like reaching stuff on the windshield, they're convenient to step up into. The thing is, I misplaced the one on the left, so this happened. Damn it. Ah! It's very sticky, so it's a little skewed, but you know what, it's okay, because the one I did on the other side looks perfect, but this one kind of bothers me. If you look at it close, it's all folded up in the edges there, but this one is perfect placement. So be like the second version. If you ever do this, don't do what I did the first time. All right, another exciting replacement is taking the original handle, which was this tiny one, and we're gonna switch it out with the one we just saw, which is much larger and just I mean, I don't know, this is a personal preference thing, but for me it was really difficult to open the van from the inside if my screen was down, because that handle that we just took off was so small. So this one I also got on Amazon, and it just adds like a few more inches so that you can easily actually grab it when your screen is down without having to put everything back up. Like, you can just put your hand out of the screen and get it. I don't know how to describe it. I hope that makes sense. This was like $8. It was really cheap, and the product itself is really nice. It's like very thick, durable. It actually felt more quality than the one the van originally came with, and it's super simple. It's just a one bolt, and you use your little like wrench that it comes with. So I really love this. This is a great upgrade for me. This is the biggest pain in the ass. A roof port, access roof port. It sucks. Okay, I do explain what we did here, but it's just too loud, so I'm gonna do a voiceover. So I enlisted the help of my ex to actually do this because he had some of the tools that I needed. So what you see here is I've peeled back the carpet interior on this cabinet that has a roof access port right outside of it. This block is what I took out. Like, you unscrew it, the block comes out, and then the cables kind of sit in between here. In theory, if you had cables. It makes it seem like it would be an easy process. It's not. We actually had to get copper wire, and then one end of it is a hook and the other end is a full loop. And I had to stand underneath it like you see here, and I was basically duct taped the Starlink cable, because that's what I wanted my roof access port to be used for, to the copper wire. And then I was fishing it up, and he was at the top of the ladder, and then he had the hook part that he had fished down, and we were trying to connect them so that we could pull the cable up, because it was just impossible to find the hole. That's what she said. If we didn't do it that way. Basically, from the roof down, he drilled a hole into the side of the box and put, we were trying to put the cable in for forever, but it turns so much, like it goes around a curb, that there is no, I think I said curb, I meant curve. I hope you know that. But there's no easy way to find where this access like port is, right? So anyways, this was a pain in the ass. It was one of the hardest things that I've done for this van so far. This is when it's already sealed up. Basically, he just drilled that hole right there and then put the cable down. And then we took, literally, I'm not exaggerating, a full day to try and get these two things before we were like, let's go to Lowe's and just get some copper wire. But that's the final product up here. I know this is really shaky, but this is my roof mount. It's a magnetic roof mount, and because we were able to connect it, now I can just lift that up. The Starlink will be connected automatically, so I can go camp, and it's like already on there, which is great. And then I tape down the excess wire. You'll see it in a second, but this is kind of just the drying process of it now. And then right here, it's, it looks gross, but it works, and it's all sealed up through with like silicone. And then we tape the cable right there. So now you're all cut up, and we're gonna proceed with the actual vlog. Thank you so much for sticking with it, and I hope you enjoy. Hello. So I've had a change of plans. Originally I was gonna do a bunch of stuff in Florida, but some stuff came up with a close relative, my sister. And so I'm just gonna go to visit her in Oregon instead, because I feel like it's just not important for me to do the other stuff. I can do that whenever, and I'd rather be there with her. So anyways, because of that, it's still my birthday. So I was like, you know what? I'm still in Florida. I was doing the last of my stuff here. And instead of taking the like 1.5 to 2 weeks that I was going to do to go do all the springs and stuff, we're gonna postpone that. I'll probably do it more towards Halloween time now, like in fall, which honestly is great because October is my favorite month in Florida. It's amazing. It's when all the hiking season like starts here. It's kind of the opposite of a lot of other places. Usually it's from May to October trails are open. In Florida, trails are cleared out in October and then they run through May, and then it's just too hot. So I mean, like, you can go year round, but they're not maintained. Anyways, one of my drawers is open back there. We got Binks right here. She's attached to her little collar, and then she has her bed, but of course she never likes to sleep in it. I'm about to stop for gas. I'm still in the town, like, I'm just leaving the town that I'm from, so that's why I'm like filming right now, because I'm, you know, driving like 30 miles an hour in streets that I know. But we're headed to Georgia. Oh my god, I keep distracting myself. I'm about to get some caffeine because I am, you know, everywhere. It's 12:30 right now. We have 3.5 hours. It's not too far. I'm listening to The Lion Game by Ruth Ware, and we are going to, well, okay, so I've always wanted to go to Providence Canyon. Little bump, and I've always wanted to go to Providence Canyon. It's like the little Grand Canyon of Georgia is what they call it. It's a man-made canyon. I guess a bunch of people, like farmers back in the day in like the 1800s, were, I feel like it was lumber. I'll check. If it's not, I'll put something right here. But basically they were lumber farmers, and they had a bunch of trees that they were digging shit up from. So because of that, the root systems, like, they were pulling all these trees, and so all the roots, like, not being there made, every time it would rain, these like big dirt erosions. We're going to a gas station, by the way. And so it created a bunch of like these huge valleys. Of course, out of service. Sefco Y. All right. And yeah, so it's really cool. It's just this massive, I mean, it looks like a little Green Canyon. It looks like how it sounds. So I've wanted to go for a long time, and I was like, you know what? We're close. It's only 3.5 hours. And then there's a state park. Like, you can't camp at the Providence Canyon, but there's a state park called Florence Marina, I think. God, I look so exhausted because I've been like running around this van for forever, but I know we stopped. I gotta close that drawer. Yeah, so there's a state park that's like 15 minutes away from Providence Canyon, so I'm gonna stay there. And that's that. That was such a long way to say all that, but you know what? I'm excited. It's my birthday. I'm gonna be 35. We're going somewhere cool that I've wanted to go for a long time. Binks is really winding it up. And then also Helen, Georgia looks really cool. It's like a random little, like, it looks like a Oktoberfest town. Which honestly, there was a place in Korea. It reminds me of a place, I think the place in Korea was called like Oktoberfest town or something really literal, but that's what it looks like. Not that that's a good example, because I think out of the places that people watching my video have been, Georgia would probably be more relevant than Korea, so. Hi, can we stop? All right, I'm gonna get gas, but that's it. That's update, because I figured I'll probably be driving and not, I'm gonna be listening to this book, so. I'll see you when we're there. All right, well, I lied. One more quick update. I literally stepped out of the van to get gas, immediately got stung in the neck by a wasp. Look at it, can you see it? I can't even, I have no mirrors in here. I hope you can see it. I just put like, I mean, I hope it's going down because I've been holding a cold monster to it. But oh my God, it hurt so bad. Ooh.
A few moments later.
Passing over the Chattahoochee River as we enter Georgia. Welcome to Georgia. Almost there. We got 20 minutes left. But I just want to bring this out because it is very pretty on this little drive. I don't know if you can see anything because I'm looking at the road, but you know, there it is. So we're basically here. We're like 5 minutes out. And so my clock says 16:02, well, it's 4:02 right there, 4:02, 402 or 403, 403 now. And it says I have 5 minutes and I'm getting there at 17:08. So I'm assuming within the next 5 minutes I will cross the state line for time, which is really annoying because I'm pretty sure the visitor center closes at 5. Well, most do. Either way, I was like, you know, I'm gonna get there early. It's only 4, set up, blah, blah, blah. And then the arrival time says 5:08. So I lose an hour within, I don't know, these next 4 minutes. But other than that, it's been a really easy drive, really beautiful, honestly. Georgia is so pretty. There's, I know like up north, the Blue Ridge Mountains and everything are very, I mean, it looks similar to like Smoky Mountains type forestry. Down here, this is closer to Alabama side, but there's still a lot of like forests and stuff. This is a little bit south of Atlanta. I think Atlanta's like an hour and a half north, maybe 2. So this is pretty close to, like, you're basically in Alabama still. Like that bridge we crossed was not that long ago. It was like 20 minutes ago. So, oh, it just, dang, I missed it. It just changed. Now it's 5. I don't know, I'm excited. I've never been to like a lot of parks in Georgia. But look at it, isn't it beautiful? Country roads. Oh, this is it. Like, this is what I've been passing for a while. Just like farms. Just farms. I'm in the middle of the road. Oh, it's so loud, my God. I'm like 1 minute away now, so we're basically here. I'll just set it. You know, I guess I'll film it setting up, I guess. Do you guys care? I always think that of like, I forget, I don't know, maybe it's someone's first time watching it and they haven't watched me set shit up, but also I'm like, does anyone care in general about anything I do? That sounded more negative than I meant. I don't mean it like that. I just mean like sometimes I film stuff and then I clip it together and I'm like, do people really want to watch me setting up my, you know, electric and shit for the 15th time? Probably not. But I'm gonna do it. Alright, we're here. Providence Canyon! Oh my gosh, that's so cool. Okay, so I know that it's 15 miles. Oh my gosh, tap room. There's a brewery and winery. Am I supposed to turn there? I think I am. Yeah. I gotta turn around. I got distracted by the brewery sign. I missed my turn. Distracting myself. Oh my gosh, I forgot they have cottages here too. So cute. Look at them. Look at the cottages. All right, we're just gonna turn around in this church. The graveyard. Ugh. This is real life. I do it every day. I get so distracted. Good thing we're in the middle of nowhere and it's a country road and I can see people on both sides and there's no one coming. Why did that just take so long to reverse over? That tiny little bump. All right, whatever. Anyways, we're here. Try this again. Try this again. I think I'm site 21, 23, something. Okay, so there's a marina over there, and then over here is a separate campground. Closes at 5. Damn it, I knew it. Oh, that's so upsetting. It just closed. Dang. I wonder if people are in there. They're probably not. Okay. To like lose that hour because the state line 5 minutes ago it was 4 o'clock. Oh, so annoying. All right. So there was the camp host has like a little cabin that we just stopped at. He gave me a few maps, very nice. Gave me a map for Providence Canyon too, which is super nice. And then he said just my site is kind of at the end of this, all the way down. Ugh. Gotta put my seatbelt on for the like 2-minute drive. Ooh. Ooh. Yes, my site is at the very end of this road. I tried to pick one that was really open because satellite. So I picked this one, and it's a pull through, which is super nice. You can just like park whichever way you want. So we're gonna go all the way around because look at this loop. Oh my gosh, how fun. So we're gonna pull all the way around it. Another Travato. Dang, this is nice. And there's no one behind me, so I can walk the dog in the field, do whatever. But yeah, this is wonderful. How fun. Ah, love it. All right, I gotta set all my stuff up now. It's humid. I just needed to hook up my power really quick. I'm gonna take her outside. This is the campsite for the day. I mean, for the next few days. Really nice. The car's still on. So I am just like, I just have like no power right now. And then, look at that. Wow. Yeah, beautiful here. I'm gonna take her out. Just wanted to show you the site before I forget, because she needs to go pee probably. I don't know, she's whining, that's all we know. She is freaking whining. And I need to figure out what's going on with my power. Something is, like I have power flow, and yet nothing is on. Is this stuff on? No, I don't know, like half of it's on right now. Basically, the power was just like so freaking low that it's gonna take a minute to turn anything on, I think, but we'll figure it out. I'm gonna give it a few. I'm gonna take her for a walk, and that's that. I'll see you guys later. What is this? Why? That's a gator. Look at him go. There's his little tail moving. Happy dog. Happy dog. This place is gorgeous. Marina's on this side. The water is on this side. And it is riddled with mosquitoes and gnats right now. But you know what? It is what it is. It's very nice.
Six and a half hours later.
All right, we're good. Everything's on now. My system's up and running. I just had to wait for it to get over 20 for it to honestly like turn on again. So now I'm just going to I don't know, chill. But we've got the bed and everything set. Fridge is back on, microwave's back on. Also, I'm gonna put this down later, so I'll show you, but I have my new fun little makeshift like cover that I just put Velcro honestly on the back of it, but I unclip it with these little straps. It's like a bookcase. It's cute. So I'm gonna turn on my Starlink and then oh yeah, probably chill for a minute.
So what else about this interests you? Could it be visitors from space?
Massive showers. Even the non-handicap ones are huge. Really, really big. Really clean, very nice.
Tomorrow.
All right, I'm about to head out. I'm just getting all my stuff together. Going to Providence Canyon, stop on the outhouse thing. Not what I meant. Visitor center on the way out. I'll show you when we get back. Not open. Could you hear it? Wow. This place is incredible. Oh my gosh. It's like just sand. Sand and clay. Oh, she's hot. Look at those paws. Wow. Alright, we're taking a quick break, I guess, because this dog shut down a little bit. She's hot. That's a hot dog. Ten out of 10. Recommend this place. Really cool. But if it rains a lot the day before, maybe wear boots or something, because it is a little river in most places down here. There's also like deposits of clay throughout here, everywhere, that I keep picking up. Like, look, these, where it's right after a storm, so all the like straight clumps of it, like those, just come out. And there's like red ones that have layers in it. There's white ones that have layers in it. It leaves you a little clay hands. I mean, it dries pretty quick. We got another state park trail map. This one's a bit better. There's actual like markers and stuff for it, but we just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't do 6, 7, 8, 9 because I just think they'll be too washed out based on how washed out it was on 1 and 2. And the farther down you go, the more water you get. So I'm just gonna do the outer perimeter trail, which is like the big loop that goes around it. It says it's like 3 miles. The White Blaze Canyon loop, this one. Mm-hmm. Wow, those smell like mushrooms, like so strong. Cool part. I would concur. It's not the easiest trail. I mean, it's fine. It's not that it's hard. It's just that there's like a bunch of different train shifts and horseflies. And I'm so hot because it's like 90 degrees with Georgia humidity. But it's beautiful. It's not supposed to rain for a few hours, so we're good. That is so sketchy, oh my gosh. gosh, this is like a hocus pocus cemetery. This is crazy. This is my favorite part. 1891, 1880, 1901, 1945. Oh, she's so tired. Come on, baby, you can do it. Come on. Just a little bit. We're almost done. It's too hot for her. So the sign reads, Providence United Methodist Church. Providence Church was first organized in 1832 to 33. Was a log building on the south side of the road. 2 acres were donated by David Lowe for a church and school. And then in parentheses, Providence Academy. This land is now between 2 of the canyons. The present building was built in 1859 on the north side of the old Lumpkin Florence Road. Many Stewart County pioneer families are buried in the cemetery. Charter members were Goods, Lowes, Worthingtons, Perkins, Kirkpatricks, Says, Pitts, Adams, Shermans, and Pattersons. This process is so cool to me when you like seal the top of it for it.
It's just around the corner, and you would actually probably be able to get it.
Incredible. Do you feel like a magician every time you do that? I love those.
You always ask, like, oh my god, that's so crazy. You guys do it right now. Like, I know. Blows my mind, too. No meat, all veggies.
Just a basket of blackberries. Are they out here?
Do we have any blackberries left?
I gotta pick out a dessert though too.
Alrighty, 18 flat.
Blue and extra large.
I might have.
Sweet tea.
Yeah, I'm staying good.
Oh, that's strong. Come on, I'm trying to make sure my Yeah, we're good.
Day 2.
It's my birthday. Dog is just sitting here whining. Why? Who knows? Who knows what she sees out there? I don't see anything, but you know, who knows? I don't really have plans today. It actually cleared up. I fell back asleep because it was raining. And now it's like 10 and clear, so I'm about to hop on Google and see what else to do around here today. Probably hear my sleep music in the background that I'm playing from like my TV up there. Oh man, look, I hung up all my art. I'm gonna eventually add stuff here. This is gonna be my little like tiny portrait wall. I mean, I can only go to like here because my bed folds up, but we'll see. We'll see how much I can. I'm sure I'll be able to. I also have the front of my my closet. She's sad. What's wrong? Nothing out there. What was I originally saying? I'm so sorry. I should have waited to film anything. I'm just tired still. Oh yeah, this field. I was just gonna say, my campsite's very nice. It opens up to this. Oh, there's like a bird sitting there. Oh my gosh. It's a big ass bird. I can't even, you won't be able to see it. Can you see him? We did Providence Canyon yesterday. She was I've never seen her so tired, literally ever. She stopped, and I don't even know if it's tired. I think it was just hot. Like I think Georgia humidity, like Florida is bad, but Georgia humidity is, I always forget. I went to FLETC here, the Federal Law Enforcement Training Center, like that you gotta go through to get your certain certificates and stuff. So when I went, when was it? I think it's July. I went from July to December when I was in the Air Force, when I was OSI. And there's so many acronyms, I'm so sorry. OSI is Office of Special Investigation. Anyways. Glencoe, sorry. I was trying to remember the name of the town. It was in Glencoe, Georgia. And it is so freaking hot. And we spent it depends on what the training is, but a lot of the time you're in like these really thick like 511 type pants, but they're like the government issue ones, so they're cheaper, so they don't have good airflow. They're like more like cargo pants, honestly. And then like a really like the thickest cotton shirt you can imagine, like a t-shirt with a collar. That was our uniform on like our casual days. And then when we go to your specific training, you switch to whatever your agency is, and so your AJ attire, and that's like just suits. So basically for like nearly 7 months of my life, I was in Georgia heat in like the most obnoxious outfits possible, and just coming back here reminded me of that, which I had forgotten, of like, oh my god, this is the hottest state on the planet. I've been to them all. That's not true. I've never been to Minnesota or Wisconsin, but I've been to every other one, and those two are both up north, and I doubt that they get as hot as a Georgia summer. People get in fights about where they were from, because people would be like, it's so hot here, and they'd be like, oh, I'm from Texas, and I'm from whatever, and it's blah blah, and they're like, yes, it's hot. It's hot where you guys are too. There is something different about Georgia humidity. I've been in the summer to every southern state almost, like, since I was a kid. We used to do road trips. I've lived in the South. I lived in Mississippi for like 4 years. I've lived in Florida for the past 5 years. My sister lives in Texas. I visited her multiple times. Like, I get it. When you're in Georgia and there is nothing around you except for thick ass woods, the humidity here is just like, it's insane. It's something else. And the bugs here are something else too. Like the trail we did yesterday, we ran for like 5 minutes trying to escape this freaking horsefly that bit me on the back of the leg, and it was buzzing around Binks, and so I was like running up the hill, running down the hill. It didn't matter, it was still there. It was like, it's so hot, I couldn't breathe. Like, it gets muggy too, so it's just thick ass air that you're breathing in, like I don't know. I love it though. That all sounded like a lot of complaining. I just forgot. It's whatever. I just forgot, honestly. But I really love it. It's so pretty. But like when I had the screen open last night, because there was a big storm, the power shut out. I don't know why I didn't film it. I think it was just honestly, I was watching X-Files and I was doing Sudoku. And then the power went out and I was kind of annoyed because it was so muggy that because it was like a 20-minute storm and the power was out for like 6 hours. Yeah, I had all the screens open and the sounds, oh my gosh, it's so loud. It's like a million frogs and they're everywhere and they're just like rah, rah. There was a frog in here last night. I don't even know how it got in. And there's like a million bugs. They sound like cicadas. I don't think it's cicada season right now, but I've been talking for so long. Oh, but the Providence Canyon, the church that we went to, that cemetery was so creepy. I loved it. It just was such a different blend, I guess, than what I was expecting. Oh man, these 2 squirrels came up and now the bird that was there is gone because they were running around and I didn't get to see it fly away. Yeah, the cemetery was super cool because it was like the Providence Methodist Church was from the 1800s, and then the I'm so sorry. In my head, okay, I know I talk about having ADHD all the time because I do. Like, diagnosed, take medication. I mean, I don't take my medication for it. I should take my medication for it. And then I probably could tell you guys one freaking story without sidetracking myself a million times. And in the process of telling you that story, I was thinking, it reminded me of something else, and I was like trying to tell myself, like, oh, remember that, while I was telling you that. And then at the same time, I was also staring at these squirrels, and they were running around, and then I was just laughing to myself because I was like, that's like the, the ADHD meme of like, oh, squirrel, and I was literally doing it. Anyways. Let me stop staring at the squirrels. Okay. The graveyard. Okay, first, actually, let me tell you what I also thought about that was distracting me. Is that the farm itself for Providence Canyon was for cotton farmers. So back in the day, so it's kind of controversial, I guess. I was looking into it last night of people being like, some people feel like they kind of hide the history of it because it used to be the production of cotton farming, right? And it used to directly promote like plantation owners, slave owners, things like that. And people mainly talk about it as a historical site for just like farming, and they don't I mean, it said cotton farming, but it wasn't that prominent, honestly. And then the town near here is called Cottonton, like Cotton, Cottonton, I think is how you spell it. But basically it sounds like Cotton Town. So like a lot of the area around here kind of revolved around it. So I'm gonna look into it more just because I think it's interesting for it. And then also randomly, there's a lot of Bigfoot lore at Providence Canyon specifically. I don't know if it's this whole area, but like all the stickers and stuff in there are just like keep believing, keep whatever, with like Bigfoot on a bunch of shirts and like a bunch of, I don't know, books about it. There was so much Bigfoot stuff, and then I looked it up later and there was like a couple random stories I found on Reddit of people talking about hearing noises in the woods, but I can't even find anything about it. So I don't know if it's just like local legends that I'll keep deep diving. But if anyone knows, if anyone lives near Lumpkin, Georgia, or knows about this area, I want to know why, like what Bigfoot has to do. I mean, Bigfoot could be anywhere, who knows. Okay, so back to the original one. The cemetery in the church was really cool because it was like a mixture of 3 different time eras. So it was like the more 1900s from when the church opened, so a bunch of gravestones from then, and then it was later on of, I think, probably like family plots because there were kind of gravestones around it, and it looked like to be their children based on death years. And then there were like really recent ones. It was weird because they had different, it was like a cemetery square, and then within the cemetery square there was like 5 other squares with plots inside those. So like some were catered off just for families, I get that, but a lot of them were just bigger squares with like random people in it. And there was like a stone wall, there were some like wire walls, there were some like steel like barbed walls, there was like a fence, like an old wooden fence wall, and they were all within the same spot. So I think it was like they just built onto the cemetery and they kept expanding it, and maybe it started as like the stone wall or the old fence wall because those ones looked really old, and then they like expanded out and kept putting stuff around it, so it just was like, you know, this amalgamation of all these different time periods. I'm not sure, but I really liked it. I've never seen a cemetery like that. It was really neat. All these different, like there was like stone headstones. There was the big burial shrines. There was one that was like cracked open at the bottom, and I was like, what? Because there was like dirt pouring out of it. Not a lot. It didn't look like anything was in there. What's out there? What do you see? Oh my God, you see the squirrels too, huh? Yeah. Okay, thank you. Good morning, I know. Oh no, there's one right here. Ooh, it's gonna set her off. Also, where's this lumber truck going? Ugh. Focus in, focus in. It's going down that road? Dang. This place is like, it has to be one of the places that they pull lumber from, because everywhere you drive here, there are people cutting down trees and transporting the limbs somewhere. Who was that? Like a forest ranger? Hi, sir. You look handsome from here in your little forest ranger outfit. Ugh. Should have been a park ranger. Alright, I don't remember what I was talking about. We both got distracted by that actual squirrel again. Yeah, I'm just happy. It's my birthday. Thanks. What a silly angle. Ah! Her nose just dripped on me! Oh my gosh! Ew. Oh, it was so cold. Wait. It's disgusting. I love squirrels. Always eating a nut. Oh my gosh. I had to flip it for you to see, but like right when I flipped it, of course he stopped eating. Not that you probably haven't seen a squirrel eat a million times, but you know. He's just handsome. Assuming his gender, I'm sorry. You could be a woman. You could be a lady squirrel. Eat a nut. Eat a nut. The second I stopped it, started eating another nut. Also, this is a setup right now. She sits up there with me at night. I sit right there. Some of my stuff is still out. I also, like from washing it, I was gonna make tea, but then I forgot, so don't worry about that. And then I got this for all my water because I just drink too much of it for jugs. And then I've got, honestly, this is for fruit, but right now it just has like chips in it. And then I put my my little cover up here, which is great. I can have it down on this side and flip this around if I want her stuff, but she likes to look out this window. So I have this out, and then at night when you turn the light on and stuff, it's really cool because it has all these colors that come through it. But yeah, that's it right now. We this is it. It's a mess. Are you depressed? What do you want? are still being used just to hold stuff. Gardening supplies for the greenhouse. Beehives. My favorite trees. I love mimosa flowers, but they're swarmed with gnats and mosquitoes right now. But they smell great. This random field of zinnias, like hundreds and hundreds of them. Look at these. Just hundreds of zinnias. So many mosquitoes. Look at them all though. I'm trying to swat bugs away while I do this, so not the best quality. But it's so pretty. Cannot see it. It's a bald eagle. So cool. Also, look at this mansion over here. Must be nice. A million mosquitoes on this trail. It's awful, but beautiful. A little swallow roost. Look at them all. There's a greenhouse over here too. Really great park, but so filled with mosquitoes.